to Krazy Horse in Bury St Edmunds with Tony, James and Cave. I'm on my newly modified Triumph Rocket 3 Roadster. So since the last time I took it out for a road when the camera's unceremoniously run out of storage space, I've taken it up to Just Rockets in Lincolnshire and have had the T-bars put on it. I've had engine bars put on it. As you might be able to hear, I've had a Paul Bryant Viking exhaust put on it, which is extremely loud and obnoxious, and also looks the absolute nuts. And I've also got these K&N filters on here as well, which I've covered in a few socks just in case it rains. The fuel gauge was not working until this morning. I think where the tank had been up, the fuel sender arm had got jammed, and that was showing nothing. So I got on the bike this morning, rode it forward in a straight line in first gear, jumped it forward, and then just pulled on the front brake a little bit to slosh the tank around, and it, hey presto, seems to bloody worked. So thank God for that. Whenever I've taken a bike to Triumph and I've asked them to mess around with it, I've had aftermarket things done to them, and they don't want to touch them, as apparently I've ruined the bike. It has to be said, the last bike I had, a Triumph America, I took that to a Triumph dealer, and it had a Power Commander 5 on it, and I asked him to do something with it. I can't even remember what it was. It wasn't anything particularly out of this world, and he said, I'm not going to touch it, you've effed up the bike, was his exact words. And I had that bike for 5 years and never had an issue with it. So I've never actually been to Krazy Horse in Bury St Edmunds before. Tony and James have been there a few times. I assume Cave has as well. From what I looked at online, it looks pretty good. It's a Indian dealer, I believe, but there's also a part of it that has like old Morgan cars, V-twin cars, from what I've seen online. So yeah, it looks like quite an interesting place to go to. So with the K&Ns, I'm led to believe that you get a little bit more performance out of ram air. So when I was kind of weighing it up, ram air versus K&N, the kind of thing that made my mind up really about it, other than the aesthetic, which I do think looks pretty cool, is I heard a few people saying that if you use the ram air and then you put the bear claw cover over it without it being cut, then you're just dragging hot air off the engine back through the bear claw and into the engine, and the engine does better with cool air. So on that kind of logic, I went for the K&Ns, although I was then told that ram air does give better performance figures, so I'm not sure if however, what I would say is at 6'1" and having quite long legs, as you can see, my knee is right where the bear claw is, so I'm having to kind of ride with my left leg hanging out a little bit to avoid knocking the K&N off, which isn't completely ideal, if I'm being honest. This aftermarket exhaust does not have any heat shields on it, so you do feel the heat coming off the headers, and for that reason I've got relatively higher boots on. So I'm thinking I might test ride some bikes while we're up here today. As I say, it's an Indian dealer, I believe. I've never ever ridden an Indian. I've only ever ridden about 6 bikes, if truth be known. So I did my test on a CB650F, Honda CB650F. I then had a Triumph America. I rode my mate's Harley Davidson Iron 883 once. I've ridden Tony's bike, which is Kawasaki Versys 1000. I've ridden on this Rocket, and I've ridden the new Rocket 3 GT. So as I said earlier, I went up to Lincolnshire to Just Rockets to have the bike worked on, have all this stuff added to it, and I was going to record the journey. Mr. T-Dog? You alright? Yeah, I was going to record the journey, but hey, my leg's a bit hot. I think he said his bollocks are sweating, which is never nice. Yeah, I was going to record the journey. Hello, sir. But it was meant to be absolutely friggin' pissing it down. Oops. And I convinced Emma to go anyway, because she had to follow me up with all the parts in the car, because obviously it's a bit hard to strap an exhaust to your back, and K&N filters, engine bars and handlebars. So she drove up behind me in the car, and we both went up there. But yeah, I convinced her to go in the end. She didn't really want us to go because it was absolutely meant to be tipping it down, and a thunderstorm as well. So I didn't record it because I thought, well, it's not really going to be very good footage, just getting rained on, thunder flying in the sky, and general shit visibility. And in the end, I rode up there, and it was exactly like today. I think we rode up there, we got there, and as soon as we got there, the heavens opened up for about 10 minutes, absolutely pissed it down. But other than that, it was completely decent weather. And yeah, on the way back, hello sir, on the way back it was like 21 degrees. I was wearing a pair of jeans. It was lovely weather on the way back. So I could have recorded it, and I didn't, which was a bit of a pain in the arse. Yeah, so the other thing I was going to say was when I went up to Just Rockets, he had a supercharged rocket there, which I think it had a TTS supercharger on it. So I was talking to Carl Winkley about that, and I said to him, that must be absolutely fucking bonkers. To which he kind of replied that it is bonkers, but the difficulty with a bike like the Rocket, which has no traction control, is actually putting all that power to the ground without the wheel spinning out. I was just pointing out that calf there, which looks like James has been to before. This Rocket has got so much power that you don't even really need to roll on with the throttle. Literally, that's all it needs to just keep it. Hardly using the throttle at all. Bloody hell, look at the rake on that.
70's 101, that is, isn't it?
Yeah.
43 grand.
But we're not going to be doing much cornering in that, are we?
No.
That's a hardtail as well, isn't it? It's just got springs for the seat.
Yeah.
It looks the part, doesn't it? But I bet it's fucking uncomfortable.
Yeah.
I hate those kind of like beach bar things as well that they have on bikes. You just feel like an old gentleman, right?
Yeah. Yeah, the standard bars on the Kajima Raptor that I've got are very much like that. They're horrible. And you can feel it, because of talking it, you can feel it twisting as you're riding.
I guess we're off then.
Take our time. Nice little bit of artwork. Right, some couple tucks, I think. Work in progress.
Someone with a fellow rocketeer.
Yeah.
Oh, there's a couple of them, isn't there?
Yeah.
We go again. So that was Crazy Horse. Thoroughly recommended. Very much enjoyed that. Yeah, I bought a t-shirt while I was there and nearly lost it twice within the space of walking down the stairs from the cafe to the door. Left it on the table and then dropped it on the floor, and the gentleman was kind enough to run out and give it to me. Me and Kate were upstairs having a good old chat for quite a while after we had lunch, and I forgot to video the top floor, which it's just at the top floor. That's where the cafe is, and where all the t-shirts and all that paraphernalia is. So the staff in Crazy Horse, they seemed a lot of youngsters, but they seemed very friendly. I think the white-haired dude who came out and gave me my t-shirt that I dropped, I think he worked there. He seemed like a pretty cool looking guy. I personally think it's quite an easy bike to ride. As I say, I've only ever ridden 5 other bikes other than this, so my knowledge of what is an easy bike to ride and what isn't is probably limited. But for me, I don't particularly find it difficult to ride. It's just bloody heavy. You've got to be careful where you park it. If you park it somewhere where you're facing down, you're probably going to be buggered. When you're moving about 15 miles an hour or more, I don't really think you feel it that much, to be honest. The other good thing about this is just how quick it is. It's 0 to 60 in 3 seconds, but it's so heavy that with crosswinds or anything, you don't feel affected at all. It just is planted firmly to the road. I do really like the sound of the exhaust on this. aftermarket exhaust I've got on here. It sounds a little bit like a bomber plane. And it just sounds like a turbine off the old kind of like Second World War. Second World War like bomber. There you go, 3 more dickheads riding abreast of one another. Ah, cricket old boy, I say. Jolly good show. Time for some cucumber. Some cucumber sandwich. Oh my word. So rather splendid view. Rather splendiferous, if I do say so. Hello, sir. There's all a bit chocolate box around here, isn't it? That's bloody windmill. Finching field. Oh, very lovely. Oh, awfully splendid. There's some bikers here as well. Very nice indeedy. Looks like we're stopping.
I just want to try and move my handlebars now because it makes a difference on the way home.
Oh, right.
I suppose there's a toolkit in this somewhere. I've never used it. But
What are you doing?
I'm going to tilt my handlebars forward, see if it takes some pressure off my coccyx.
Has that not got a
Oh, right.
Probably.
Oh, right.
Never looked.
Oh, well, have a look now. If not, I'll do mine now.
Right. Back on the road. So I thought I'd give you a quick walk around the bike, seeing as I didn't really manage to do it whilst I was out. So here we go. So as you can see, I've changed the air filters out for K&N filters. The right side of the, the left side of the exhaust is gone now. I've put this pillion rest on the back. I've got new handlebars on it, which are T-bars from Thunder Bike. What else have I done? I've got these engine bars here, which I think are official Triumph ones. I think they are. And then I've got a Paul Bryan 3-into-1 Viking exhaust, which is bloody loud. So I think that's pretty much all I'm going to do to it now, to be honest. I've had it remapped. The only thing I don't like is this. I hate when people put stickers on their bikes, and I'm a bit worried about trying to take this off. I know you can put like a hairdryer on it, warm it up, and then it's meant to peel away. But I think this thing here, the white strip here, is actually a sticker. It's not paint. So I'm a bit worried that if I try and take that off, that this is going to come with it. So at the minute, I'm kind of leaving it. But I don't know why people put them on there, to be honest. Like, maybe it's because I'm a skinny git. My belly just does not touch that part of the bike. As you can see, I am about 12 stone soaking wet. So there we go. Anyway, thanks for watching. Thanks for watching my video. I'll try and get some more before the end. The year's up. But at the minute, the weather's been absolutely bloody awful. So whether or not we manage to get out that often, who knows? Right, so speak to you soon, and thanks for watching.